So the representative of this organization, encouraging people not to talk during davening, comes to my office. He wants to take a shoot of me talking about the topic. I say, sure. He sits down, he's about to press play, and he tells me, what do you want to see in the background of the video? I see a mouse, I see a pen, I see a notebook, I see some other papers. I said, you know what? We could move all these things away. There's a sefer here. Let's just have the sefer. This happens to be a sefer that I received just literally 2 days ago from somebody whose house I visited. He published this book that his father authored. The author is Rav Moshe Yehuda Guvitz, soll sein gesund, a Jew from Florida, a survivor, who wrote a book, Yimtza Toiv Al HaTorah, and I just received this book, so it's right here, right before my dear friend is about to press play to video me. I thought, I prepared some ideas of what to talk about concerning the importance of being focused in shul and not engaging in idle chatter. So right before he presses play, I just looked down at one of the pages, just to look, and I'm shocked. I turn to him and I say, oh my God, you don't understand. I opened up this book, and it just happened to open up to Vayishlach, and I'm just looking down, expecting to see a vertel, a vart. There's a story here about not talking in shul during davening. What a story. I never heard the story before. So here's the story. Two of the great Hasidic masters in the 18th century, Rav Pinchas of Koritz, the student of the Baal Shem Tov, and the Rebbe Rav YY, the great master of Ostraha in the Ukraine, meet. And they are discussing what is it that needs the most tikkun in our generation, in their generation. Rav Pinchas of Koritz says the most important priority in his mind is the fact there were many poor Jewish families who would send their young daughters to the homes of Gentiles, especially pritzim, overlords, aristocrats, to sell them food that they might need, some meat, some chicken, some fish, and sometimes it brought to negative results in terms of yichud, etc. This is what needs tikkun. Rabbi YY argued with him and says, no. The most important thing that needs tikkun is that people should not speak during davening. And they get into an argument, each one bringing sources to prove his view. And then, at last, they decide, you know what? Let's open up one of the Chumashim of Chamisha Chumsha Torah. Let's see which pasuk it opens up to, and that will be a sign who is right. There's a Chumash Bereshis. They open up the Chumash. It opens up to Parshas Vayishlach, to the pasuk where Shimon and Levi tell their father Yaakov, Hachizoina Yases Achiseinu. Will we allow them to turn our sister Dina into a Zoina? Reb Pinchas of Koritz turns to the Rebbe Rav YY and he says, you see, it's clearly a siman min hashamayim that the important priority of our generation is to maintain the purity, the holiness, the boundaries of modesty of our young girls, of our young women, and our young men, our Yiddish Heilige Kinderlach, our children. The Rebbe Rav YY turns to Reb Pinchas and says, wait, why don't we look what the Targum Yonason ben Uziel says on that pasuk? On the pasuk Achazoyne Yases Achiseinu, the Targum Yonason ben Uziel says, Lo yoi lemeheve misamer b'knei shtihoin di Yisrael. It's inappropriate that conversation should be spoken when Jews gather together. It's inappropriate. Lo yoi. It's not nice. It's pasnisht that when Jews come together, limis amer, they should be engaging in shmuzing, in conversation, in idle chatter. And they both realized that elu ve'elu divrei elikim chayim, that pasuk they opened up to, included that dual message to safeguard the boundaries of modesty and holiness of our children and our youngsters, and not to engage in chatter, in conversations, as we come to shul to daven. And note the expression of the Targum Yonason, lo yoi. It's inappropriate. The creator of all of reality, the infinite source of all of existence, your God, the essence of all, has given you and me an opportunity 3 times a day to come and meet him face to face, talk to him heart to heart, soul to soul. It's so foolish. It's so primitive. It's so inappropriate to neglect such an opportunity and engage in some conversation with another person. When you're given this opportunity to be together with the King of Kings and share with him all you want to share with him, seize it.